here to discuss or to convey to you a very important thing. The framers of the Constitution has entrusted or has given the Election Commission an autonomous power only to avoid any external influence or intimidation. Because it is the duty of the Election Commission to ensure fair and free elections. The core thread of democracy is that the common man has to exercise his franchise to elect the government of his intention, of his wish. Whereas now the Election Commission itself is under the scanner. We have to just think about the interview of the CEC, instead of giving clarification, has raised many questions. First of all, the CEC has not given any clarification or any comment about the recent August 14th Supreme Court direction that it should publish all the 65 lakhs voters and their details and why they were deleted. No reason for that has so far been given. And our next apprehension or concern is that why the CEC must be in a hasty manner carry out the SIR in Bihar elections. 65 lakh voters is not something very easy to consider. And it is estimated even much more, around 1 crore they say, but they say it is 65 lakh. We want to discuss it on the floor of the Parliament because the Parliament is the highest forum where we can debate anything. Even the constitutional authorities could be debated under various rules, and there are rules, and we are trying for it, whereas the government is not prepared. Here arises many questions which has to be answered and which is left to your thinking why the ruling party is not coming forward for a debate in the Parliament on SIR. And our other question is, how can there be so many deletions of eligible voters when house-to-house enumeration has been undertaken? Number two, why the enrollment of new voters is abnormally low when these young voters have been enumerated? Has any database been compiled to show how many youngsters who turned 18 on the qualifying data were included? No transparency in that, and the CEC is not coming forward. So also the procedure for inquiry and 2 appeals, along with their timelines, as contemplated under the Registration of Election Rules 1960, may include a huge number of voters in the forthcoming elections in Bihar. Is the ECI going to address the issue? And will the ECE take these practical difficulties into account while conducting SIR in other states? Because it has started in Bihar, it will spread across the nation. And we are very much concerned that the opposition voters will be deliberately removed by showing reasons, and whereas the CEC is not even has not even come forward to clarify or give an explanation to the Supreme Court's direction why it has not been obliged. So the CEC's interview, the Parliament is not working for all these days, not because we want to stalemate the proceedings. We want to be a party for the smooth functioning, whereas our genuine demand to have a debate in the debating forum is not allowed. And now that the yesterday's interview of the CEC, we expected that it would clarify all our doubts, but nothing has come out. So it has raised many questions again and again, and DMK has already given a memorandum to the Election Commission requesting that they have to remove the deceased voters. Have they done so, or will they do so? All these questions are there. And as far as we, the opposition parties, are concerned, we will resort to all legal remedy as well as the parliamentary apparatus to solve this issue. So this appeal to you all, through you we tell the people that the issue we have taken up is not about individual political parties. It is about the common man in this country whose last right is to exercise his power during the elections. Whether he is rich or poor, whether educated or uneducated, he has a vote in his hand and he can elect a government, whereas his voter itself, writing itself is deprived means where is democracy? Democracy is in peril, and CEC, which has to come to the rescue of the common man's vote, now itself is under the scan. So we will resort to these means, and we have got our own responsibility. Kindly people should understand that the non-functioning of the parliament is not because of the opposition parties, it is only because of the ruling party which has not come, which is not coming forward for a debate. Thank you.